Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis, and today my hubby and I are going to go out on a date, and we're going to go see Black Panther, which I have been so keen to see. So I decided I'd go ahead and kind of glam myself up a little bit. I haven't been feeling the best of the past few days, so I thought to help myself feel a little bit better, I'll go ahead and do another makeup tutorial video. So if you're interested, keep watching. Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to be using the Morphe 3502 palette, and if you don't know, this is what it looks like right here. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a soft smoky brown look that's appropriate for daytime wear. Now because this pan doesn't really have a lot of very neutral colors, it's a very warm, very brown, red, orange, gold themed palette, I'm going to have to go in and use one of my L'Oreal palettes to start laying down transition shades and such. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush, as I do with all of my videos. I'm going to go in with this taupe color here, and I'm just going to start with using that as my transition shade, if I can start talking correctly. So I'm just going to focus that in my crease, and I'm using a very floofy brush, and this one is the Models Professional 120 crease brush, or Models Prefer Professional crease brush. And I'm just putting that into my crease, and I'm using that because it helps when you have a transition shade, it helps make your eyeshadows easier to blend. And the transition shade itself is not really supposed to be the focus of your eye look. So yeah, basically it's there to act as a base for your other eyeshadows to kind of lay over the top of, and it helps with blending. And it's a cute little technique that I've learned, and I've actually really have kind of fallen in love with doing this with my eye looks, because I've noticed that it really does help with blendability for my eyeshadows, as well as kind of like pulling the whole look together. So I've got that transition shade laid down now. That's actually really pretty just on its own, and it's actually more of a gray taupe. Alright, now that I've got that transition shade laid down, I'm going to start building up my colors. So in order to do that, I'm going to get my Stila number 30 brush, and I'm just going to go in, and I think, I've got cat hair freaking everywhere, it's really annoying. I'm going to go in with this middle color here in the palette, and I'm just going to start putting that brown into my crease and kind of building it up just a little bit. So again, laying that down just over the transition shade, bringing that all the way into my inner corner, and kind of using circular sweeping motions like a windscreen wiper. Well, windscreen wipers don't go in circular motions, but brushes do. So I'm just building that color up. The thing I really like about these Morphe eyeshadows is every single one that I've used is hella pigmented. And to be honest, for as many eyeshadow shades as you get, like, the cost is minuscule. It's really, really minimal. So I mean, I really like these palettes. I'm really glad that I found Beauty Bay and that I was able to purchase a couple of these palettes. Now I do want to go back and get a few more because I just feel like there's not quite a huge shade range from the two palettes that I got. I mean, yeah, I can do lots of looks with them, but like the 3502 itself is, like I said, very brown, very fall-like types of shades. So I'm just going to do my other eye, and then we'll come right back. Right, so what I forgot to mention in this video, if you've watched my other ones, you do know that I do have very hooded eyes. So what I'm doing is I actually, with that second color, I actually brought it up a little bit higher on my actual eyelid, because I want you to see that color transition when I'm looking straight on. So if I were to keep it lower and not actually bring it up, and by not lifting my eyebrows, which I tend to do all the time, I'm actually focusing that definition color just in my crease, but I'm actually bringing it higher crease wise. So yeah, just shading that out a bit. And now we're going to move into our next color. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this color here. This is a chocolatey brown color. Sorry, I can't get that on camera. And it's a really pretty chocolatey color. So this is looks like it's a little bit more on the red tone. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to focus that in my inner corner. So I'm taking the other end of my 30 brush, and I'm just going to start deepening up my outer corner. I love doing smoky brown eyes for daytime looks because they're not as harsh as doing like a black, or sometimes even purples can get really, really smoky and really like very nighttime looking. So I really do like doing a nice, simple brown smoky eye for daytime because it's I guess like time appropriate, if that makes any sense, as far as daytime is concerned. So alright, so that's both of my outer corners done. I'm really liking the way this is starting to look. It's a very chocolatey, kind of smoky, browny thing going on here, and I'm really enjoying this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop my brush. Oh, thought I got it in my Morphe palette, and I was about to scream. I thought I dug out something. Alright, so next for my lid, I think I'm going to go in with this really pretty gold color that is right here. And, actually, no, sorry, right there. On the screen it looks almost white, but it's actually, I promise you, it is a very green color. It's a very gold color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Shade and Define brush from... who is this? Eco Tools, and I'm just going to start packing that onto my lid. And as you can see, I'm actually bringing it up into my crease as well. I hope you can see, because I'm not sure if I was just covering the camera or not. But I'm bringing it up and then over. So I'm blending it in the inner corner of my eye and onto my lid. And then what I'm going to do with a clean floofy brush is I'm going to smoke all these colors together so that they marry really prettily on the eye. Alright, so that gold color is laid down and it's really pretty. I didn't use any Fix Plus or anything like that because, like I said, I want to keep this slightly less dramatic because it is a daytime look. So I'm trying to keep it pretty simple as far as that's concerned. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on my bottom lash line. And for that, I'm going to be taking my Manicure E13 smudge brush. It looks like this. It's a flat, densely packed brush. And so I'm going to go in with that first brown shade that I used, and I'm just going to start bringing that along my waterline. Now I'm hugging that pretty close. Because I'm going to use the brown to really smudge it out. The darker brown that I used to really smudge it out. This again is kind of like laying down your transition shade. It's giving something for the other eyeshadows to adhere to, and also gives you a nice little, it's kind of like an outline almost, like when you're making a drawing, when you're making a drawing, there we go, and you're outlining, you know, you go in with your charcoal or with your pencil or whatever, and you start outlining what you want to do, and then you fill it in from there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Eco Tools smudge brush, and I'm going to go into that darker brown shade that I used, and I'm just going to start smoking out that outer corner. And now with a clean fluffy brush, I'm going to go in and start smudging out, well not smudging, but smoking out my outer crease, or outer corner I should say, of my eye, just to soften this look up just the littlest bit. And I'm actually, if you look, I'm holding back pretty far on the brush itself, and I'm letting the bristles do all the work here. And sometimes this can take, you know, a little bit of back and forth, but, you know, that's just, you know, part of the process of putting on eye makeup, really. Alright, so now I want to do a highlight and a brow bone color. So I'm going to go back into the L'Oreal palette, and I'm going to use this really pretty, it's like a champagne gold here. My in-laws. It's this really pretty champagne gold here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my I'm going to take my Manicure E11 contouring shadow brush. I'm just going to go in with that, and I'm just going to highlight underneath my brow bone. And I literally go all the way across my brow bone, and I actually go into the inner corner of my eye as well. Just bringing that around and out, and that is really pretty. Another thing I like about this brush is it's got this wonky shape to it. So it's, if you can see like that, it's actually like carved out, and it really helps to hug that really close to your eye. It's also really nice for using on your actual eyelid, because like I said, that shape really hugs the area that you're applying the makeup to. Oh my goodness, that is so pretty. I am very, very happy with this. So now I think for my inner corner, what I'm going to do is I need to find the brush I want to use. I'm going to use my Stila No. 4 brush, and I'm going to go in with this really pretty white shade. No, white or gold. I think I'm going to go in with this really pretty gold shade here. Now I hope this one works, because I was having a hard time with one of the other palettes where the gold just did nothing for my, like, it wouldn't stick, it wouldn't like hang out, it wouldn't like want to be friends with me, and so I, you know, kind of got a little miffed at that. But this one's actually working out pretty well. I like that. That looks really nice. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to line my eyes with my brown PowerPoint eye pencil, and this is in the color Stubborn Brown. So I'm going to line my upper and lower water lines for this look. Alright, so I have got my eyeliner in my eye, I suppose, on my water lines. Yeah, I'm really digging the way that this eye look has come out. It's very soft, but it definitely has that bit of a dramatic boom to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some mascara on and put on some lippy, and then the video is done. Alright guys, so this is my finished look. I am super pleased with the way it's turned out. I think it's really pretty. It's not too overdone for daytime. Yeah, so what I've actually used on my lips is I've gone ahead and lined my lips with my Berry Blast. Was it Berry Blast? With my Berry Lip Liner. Here it is. Yeah, Berry Blush, sorry, lip liner, because it's actually pretty close to my lip color anyway. And then I've gone in with the NYX Lip Lingerie in the color Cabaret Show, and I've just put that over my lips, and I'm really pleased with the way that this came out. I feel very pretty. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm not really sure what either one of those do, but I hear everybody saying it. Thanks guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.